I told you guys earlier I was going to start working on some of these motors. This is the one that I had yesterday, or the other day, whatever day it was. This is the one that was kind of popping and firing but wouldn't run. And what I've discovered is that the carburetor is really gummed up, like it's just plugged full of gook. So what I want to do here, I should go to the truck and get my glasses, but anyways, I'm going to pull this carburetor off and show you just how simple these little one-horse IronHorse motors are. There's just 2 screws to take these off. You just undo this screw here. I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll give you a little better view here in a second. I'm going to have to go to the truck and get my eyes. And then this screw. Oh, excuse me. Too many of them damn wine beers. Okay. Now the carburetor's off. Just give it a little twist. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the carburetor. That's all there is to it. Like I said, there's no gaskets in these things. It's just a little flapper valve for a choke. And it looks like there is some kind of a... Oh yeah, there's a little membrane flapper in the end here. These are the Iron Fist. Set that there so I don't get lost. 4-cycle IronHorse engine. Hold on, I'm just going to pause you for a minute. I'm going out to the truck and get my eyes. Alrighty, got my eyes. Okay, where were we? Oh, I can see again. Okay, now there's 3 little screws here right on the very end that'll take this end piece out. I don't know if you can see that. There's just 3 little tiny screws here. That takes that open, or takes that off to get at this little flapper. But it looks like if I take this off, that whole end piece should come off of there. But there's really nothing to these carburetors. It's got a little flapper valve there, and the choke. And this one here seems to be buggered. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be bent just a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to check them out. But anyways, what I'm doing here is I just want to pull this needle valve out and just check it out, because I'm pretty sure that's what's the problem with this carburetor, is it's just gummed up. Yeah, there's just all kinds of gook on the end of that. Damn mosquitoes. So I'm going to have to I'm out of carb cleaner, which is a depressing part of my life right now, because just because. So anyways, oops, I'm going to get some air. Oh, that's clean. I can see right through there. That's just the gas inlet. That lets your gas in. And I mean, these are simple. These carburetors are simple. You got your gas. I don't know if you can see these here. Get this turned a little bit so I can see you. So you got your gas in. Comes in here. And on the other side, so you got your gas coming in. The other side is your needle valve. And that's how you kind of regulate your gas to air mixture. Then on this side here you've got your flapper. Where the hell did that go now? Oh, it's right there. So you got your little flappers, just like a Venturi valve or whatever they call them, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Listen, duck. Oh, yes. And then on the front you've got your choke. Now these have got like a one-way flapper valve on the end here, and that lets air in, doesn't let nothing back out, and I think that has something to do with the operation of the motor. I'm pretty sure that it does have something to do with the operation of the motor, but I'm not exactly sure. See, I'm just kind of a dumb fat guy. So, oh! Somebody stepped on a duck and it stunk. But anyways, yeah, there's nothing to these little carburetors. Tomorrow I'm going to stop by Crappy Tire there and buy myself a couple cans of carb cleaner, and we'll give these things a good hoopy, wash them all up, and make them good. Like, I mean, there isn't even a gasket on these things. Here, let me get you down here to the motor again. Then I have to hook up a TV out here so that I gotta, well, there is a gasket on here too. Okay. That's nice and clean in there. This motor here is the one that popped. Wanted to fire up like it wanted to fire up. Oh, I see. That's why that's loose. It's not on the clip there. But I'm going to get some carb cleaner, give it a good cleaning. I found a stand at the shop there they were throwing out. It's just a nice little metal stand. I'm going to use that to mount these motors on when I try to fire them up, because I was trying to, if you notice when I was trying to fire these things up yesterday, the whole bench shook, and like, I built this bench, like, I'm 6'2", so I built this bench for me. Most people, this bench is too high, and when I'm trying to kick these motors over, it is a little too high for me too. So this other workbench is just a little stand. It's all tubular steel. It's just a small little thing. I'm going to put some wood on it so I can mount these things down and work on them there. Now, this motor here was popping and firing, and I know that if I kick it over while holding onto the plug wire, I get a shock. So I know that I've got spark. When I pull the plug out and lay it against the casing of the motor and kick it over, I definitely have spark. But I do notice that this motor doesn't have an awful lot of compression. So I'm not sure if I've got a valve problem in here or if I got rings. See, and that's not right. I gotta fix that. That's bothering me. Or if it's the rings, but the rings in these things weren't usually an issue because they were a low compression engine anyways. Now that's your speed regulator. As your motor's spinning, this fan here blows a little bit of air at it, and it keeps your, it's like a governor almost. Oh, I guess there is a little bit of compression in this motor. But I know that these things have a problem with the points, especially being old like this. The points get a little bit of oil on them, and they don't want to run. The points don't want to open and close properly. So tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to stop by Crappy Tire there and grab some carb cleaner. Get away, little fly. I'm going to give these things a good cleaning. I gotta stop in at the specialty store there, Princess Auto, and pick up some small screwdrivers because I don't have nothing that small. They're just tiny. So I'm going to get a screwdriver set for that, and we'll pull the points, pull the points right out of this thing, clean them all up. I'll show you how to clean them and file them down. I got a new set of files here. I just bought them just special for this. They're needle files. They're nice and round, square, flat, you know, the whole schmear. So I got, yeah, so I'll show you how to redress points and show you how to set the points. I do have somewhere specs on this motor. See, now this is what makes me think that this is, we have a points problem with this too. Because there's oil on the inside of this thing. And it's old, sticky oil. So chances are the hooze that's in there, what do you call that? The seal in the motor is starting to leak a little bit due to age. And it's let just a little bit of oil drip down into the points, which is kind of holding them up. That thing's got actually quite a bit of compression. So this motor here, I don't think we're going to have much problem getting it running. Like I said, I'll get some carb cleaner, we'll clean it all up tomorrow. I'll bring that stand in, we'll get it all set up in here, and we'll mount this down, get some gas going to it, and we'll see if we can't get it fired up for you. And then once this one's all done, we'll push it off to the side, and we will start on the next one. Oh, that's that beer talking. I'll have another pull off that one actually. I just made an important discovery. Smoot's new shed needs a beer fridge. Ooh, that's a gross worm. So anyways, yeah, that's the high and the low of it right now. I'm going to pull this off. This kickstart seems to be a little stiff. See, now that should be kicking back, but it's not. And the reason is because that spring is broke. Shit. Or poop, I guess I should say. Yeah, no, maybe not. Yeah, no, that spring's snapped off there. So it's not torquing up to return. Well, we've only got 5 of them, so we'll figure it out. So anyways, okay, well, that's where I'm going to leave this one for tonight. Yeah, carb cleaner and a little bit of TLC. We'll have this motor running. Like I said, I will show you the ins and outs of the points, because points are a very important thing on these motors. They weren't electronic ignition back then. They didn't even know what electronic ignition was back then. So if anybody out there has any specifications, you know, points, gapping and all that stuff for one of these 4-cycle IronHorse engines, this is a model AX496. Get a hold of me, I would like to know. Made by Johnson Motors, Peterborough, Canada. Do not operate this engine in a closed room unless exhaust is discharged. Well, we can't even fire it up in here. Oh, poop. Oh well. Yeah, somebody's tried to redo this one already. Like I was telling you, I don't know if I did tell you, these motors were at an auction sale. A buddy of mine bought them for me. I come across them at an auction sale in North Battleford, and knew I was collecting them, so he picked them up for me and called me up, and I raced right up there and picked them up off of them, because that's the way I roll. That mosquito just biting on me. So yeah. Oh, there's my phone ringing. I gotta go. I will talk to you later.